We have a gift that nobody can see, that was handed over to us to do something amazing. Take the gift, man. Take the gift. Take the gift, man. And let the Most High work in you to do something you have never done.
I ain't even impressed. What you expect? You see this shit? Hold on. There's one West on my chest.
One West world. That's it. Oh.
Fuck a street code, little priest law. No stain, break dang with the leash off. I ain't nothing of this world, I need a respawn. I just know they wish that I would stop, but I keep going. These fringes on my calf like a tube sock. I used to stuff the loose ones in my shoebox. And we came a long way from the curbside. Now we looking from the top from a bird eye. And I can't leave my brother on the battlefield. Lord, let the hell rain, we gon' see who real. And you know they gon' hate when they see a plate. So imagine what they doing for $250,000. And we really the only ones going to war. You niggas just be talking like y'all won the war. I made love to this truth and there's no divorce. My Spanish mommy call me Poppy like a corner store. Let me show you how to do it. City living by the word, I think it's time he proved. I think you better use your head before you fucking lose it. And say the actor for the camera, this is not a movie. I pray to God I don't fall off. I ain't nothing like y'all. Niggas think they slime, cut their head off a python. Blame me for my outlook, never counted the lookouts. The world said I wasn't shit, but look at how I turned out. Not so bad, huh? Why you mad, huh? We go hard, but go harder for the have-not. Listen, when that oil hit your leg, then you can't stop. Your feet better hit the ground running, this shit bedrock. Man, we tried to put him on, but he sleep. Waking up the people, that's the job for a priest. Hopped out the wheel, fringes swinging like a pendulum. You heard of the tribes? Where the fuck you think they get it from? Look, I'm a soldier, get the order, then I get it done. Got some big shit to split the water, make these niggas run. Why you hurt? If I told the truth, then I showed you love. Let me prove it. Wanna move right? Let me show you how to do it. Let me show you how to do it. City living by the word, I think it's time he proved. I think you better use your head before you fucking lose it. And say the actor for the camera, this is not a movie.
Don't step over the line, though. Everybody, anybody, it's up for everybody. And that's not, I got bigger fish to fry. I got people to save. I ain't even on a rap, so I already beat the rap shit.
Okay. All right. Shalom, love, Christ, Israel's I.S.U.P.K. Philly Wednesday class. Shout out to Officer Athanya, Officer Yadaya today in the class. So today we're gonna go into a few topics. One thing I like to do is I like to read. You know what I'm saying? So that way you could get the context of what you find in the Bible. And one thing we find out a lot is that it was always schools. It was always the same thing we see here today. You got brothers in this city, brothers in that city. You got camps. People say they're not a part of no camps, but it's always a group of brothers together in the Bible. We're gonna start off with let me get Second Kings chapter 2. I'm gonna start off with that one. About the roll?
Yeah, I'm about to.
All right.
All right, go first.
Okay.
Go first.
2 Kings chapter 2.
2 Kings 2. You can start at verse 1.
Oh, God. This is the book of 2 Kings, chapter 2, verse 1.
Yeah.
And it came to pass, when the Lord would take up Elijah into heaven by a whirlwind, that Elijah went with Elisha from Gilgal. And verse 2, and Elijah said unto Elisha, tarry here, I pray thee, for the Lord hath sent me to Bethel.
All right, so first of all, you got Elijah and Elisha together, right? Go ahead.
And Elisha said unto him, as the Lord liveth, and as thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee.
Now, read that from the top. Read it from verse 2 again.
This is the book of 2 Kings, chapter 2, verse 2. And Elijah said unto Elisha, tarry here,
Mm-hmm.
I pray thee, for the Lord hath sent me to Bethel.
So Elisha went from Gilgal, or how you say that, Gilgal to Bethel, right? The Lord sent him to Bethel. Keep going.
And Elisha said unto him,
Mm-hmm.
as the Lord liveth, and as thy soul liveth,
Mm-hmm.
I will not leave thee. So they went down to Bethel.
Good.
And the sons of the prophets that were at Bethel.
Now read that again.
And the sons of the prophets that were at Bethel.
What does that mean? Atanya? The sons of the prophets that were at Bethel.
Is that just officers from the school at that time?
Thank you. This was the school in Bethel.
Right.
Right? So the sons of the prophets that were at Bethel, mind you, you a son of the prophet. You know what I'm saying? This is the work of the Lord. You the prophet of the Most High. You know what I mean? So this is the sons of the prophets that's in the Philadelphia school. You got sons of the prophets that's in Jersey, in Maryland. You know what I'm saying? So the sons of the prophets that was in Bethel. Now, Elisha and Elijah, you familiar with them too, right? Their relationship?
Okay.
All right. So Elisha was the young man coming up. Elijah was the older cat. Elijah learned from Samuel. You know what I'm saying? So mind you, all of these, and Samuel learned from Eli. All these brothers had somebody that taught them the scriptures. We was all under somebody. All now, today they'll say the word Adonai and all these things. In the scriptures, it's called Adonai, teacher. You know what I'm saying? Everybody learned from somebody. And this Bible was always passed down, or these scriptures was always passed down to the younger men. That's how we learn. I can give you another scripture later about the older cats being around with the younger men. Same thing with the Sabbath service. You got the two older priests and the younger priest in the middle. He learned how to read the Hebrew, being scrutinized on the Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? So now you got the sons of the prophets that was at Bethel. Go ahead.
Came forth to Elisha and said unto him, knowest thou that the Lord will take away thy master?
Like what?
Thy master.
Like what?
Thy master.
What do we say today? Adonai. They like, you know the Lord gonna take away your Adonai, right? Go ahead.
From thy head today. And he said, yea, I know it. Hold ye your peace.
How we say that today? Hold your peace.
Oh. Hold on. Or
Shema.
oh, okay.
Shema. You know what I'm saying? They're like, yo, you know the Lord will take away your Adonai today. Like Shema. Hold your peace. Go ahead.
Verse 4. And Elijah said unto him, Elisha, tarry here, I pray thee, for the Lord hath sent me to Jericho.
Now we could break this down 10 different ways because it's so much in the story. But really, I just want us to understand the dynamics of the brotherhood, right? So Elijah, Elisha, the men in Bethel. And then I don't know if we got to it yet. Where you at right now?
Verse 4.
Keep going.
And he said, as the Lord liveth, and as thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee.
Go ahead.
So they came to Jericho.
Go ahead.
Verse 5. And the sons of the prophets that were at Jericho came to Elisha.
Now, this was another school in Jericho. Samuel was the head of the school at this point. He had Elijah and Elisha. Those were his two top prophets. And there was men in different cities and different schools. You understand it? All right, that's going to be pretty much the topic of the class today. You know what I'm saying? It was always schools of men. It wasn't just one random brother teaching. It wasn't just Christ by himself. It wasn't just Elijah by himself. It wasn't just Nehemiah by himself. You know what I'm saying? It was always a brother with rank and brothers and schools around him. Like, this ain't new. Brothers being around us and teaching ain't new. This is how we always been. Like this, that's why it's so spiritual. That's why it's so One West. Because the beautiful thing is we've been doing this since day one. You know what I'm saying? Like, think Cain getting kicked out of the school. You know what I'm saying? Like Cain, when he killed his brother, he got kicked out of the school. What you think will happen if you kill your brother today? You understand what I'm saying? Like, think everybody in the Bible were in the school. Christ had a school. Christ had 5,000 people. School 7,000 large. I don't even think we got 7,000 people here today. Who cares what number we got? But just think 7,000 people following him. 7,000 people in the school at that point in time. So now Samuel's the head of the school. He got sons of prophets in Bethel, sons of the prophets in Jericho. Keep going.
And the sons of the prophet that were at Jericho came to Elisha and said unto him, knowest thou that the Lord will take away thy master from thy head today?
Good.
And he answered, yea, I know it. Hold your peace.
Good.
Verse 6, and Elijah said unto him, tarry, I pray thee, here, for the Lord hath sent me to Jordan.
So go ahead.
And he said, as the Lord liveth, and as thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee.
So Elijah trying to leave him. Elijah like, yo, just wait here. He like, I'm not leaving you. I'm gonna go with you. Wherever you go, I'm going with you. I'm gonna follow you because you're my Adawan. I'm gonna follow you like I will follow Cat. I'm gonna make sure Cat is safe. You know what I'm saying? This is my captain. This is my general. I'm gonna make sure he's safe. So wherever you go, I don't care if Cat say I'm about to go to the moon. I'm going with you, Cat. We're going together. Listen, I got some business to take care of on the moon. You know what I'm saying? You just wait right here, soldier. I'm like, Cat, I'm going with you. You know what I'm saying? One gun ain't enough. You think what I'm saying? One man ain't enough, sir. I'm coming with you. Go ahead.
And they too went on. Verse 7, and 50 men of the sons of the prophets went and stood to view afar off. And they too stood by Jordan. So
you have 50 men of the sons of prophets. So when you hear somebody say I'm an officer of 50, that means your office is of 50 families. You got an office that's around about 50 families. So when somebody say, think about it like this, the general might give an order, right? The general might want to say something, right? And he want all of us to know. Think about a contingency plan. Something goes down, it's a wave in the city, and we can't communicate, whatever the case may be. The general say it to about 7 men, about 6 men. Those 6 men say it to about 30 men. And those 30 men say it to about 120, 200 men. And those 200 men say it to about 5,000 men. Or a better way to put it is those men are above 13,000, 10,000, 5,550 families. This is your office. This is your department, right? So 50 men stood afar. These 50 brothers in the school. You know what I'm saying? They all say, hey, Shalom, YAHUSHUA. There's 50 of them. They watching. Go ahead.
God. Verse 8, and Elijah took his mantle and wrapped it together.
His mantle, think mantle like a garment or a cloak. You know what I'm saying? He took his mantle, he took his cloak or his garment, go ahead and wrap it together.
And wrapped it together and smote the waters. And they were divided hither and thither. So that they too went over on dry ground.
Go ahead.
Verse 9, and it came to pass when they were gone over, that Elijah said unto Elisha, ask what I shall do for thee before I be taken away from thee.
Now Elijah like, yo, I'm about to die. They telling him he about to die. So Elisha ripped the garment in two. The garment is in 2 parts. Now Elijah like, yo, what do you want from me before I go? Ask of me and I'll give it to you. Go ahead.
And Elisha said, I pray thee, let a double portion of thy spirit be upon me.
He said, listen, sir, I just want to be like you. You know what I'm saying? The person that you was, the things you taught me, I just wish I could double it. You know what I'm saying? I just wish I could be double the man that you taught me to be, because I don't know where to go from here. The spirit that you gave me, the mind that you gave me, I just pray I have that. That's all I want. I don't want no money. I don't want nothing from you. All I want is the things that you taught me. I want to double that. Go ahead.
Verse 10, and he said, thou hast asked a hard thing.
Like you don't know what you're asking for. Just like when them two, who was it? The twin, I think the brothers asked Christ. Their mother asked Christ, like, yo, I just want him to sit on your right and your left hand side. He like, you don't know what you asked. You know what I'm saying? You might ask for this, but you don't know the responsibilities it is of dealing with the things that we deal with on a daily basis. Right. You don't know the responsibilities of the phone ringing and never stopping. You know what I'm saying? Some days I don't even, my wife like, damn, can I have some of your time? You know what I'm saying? She said that today. You know what I'm saying? Because it never stops. That's the way we are. That's the way the business is. That's the way the things we have to do are. So many brothers depend on you. So now if you got 10,000 families depending on you, 13,000 families depending on you, 13,000 brothers. In that case, you might have 13,000 demons. You know what I'm saying? 10,000 demons, 5,000 demons to defend off of a brother or off of yourself. You don't know what you're asking for because this isn't a light thing. So if you want double the portion, you'll take double the portion. But the good comes with the bad. That's what Elisha is saying. That's what Elijah is saying. Excuse me. Go ahead.
Okay. And he said, thou hast asked a hard thing. Nevertheless, if thou see me when I am taken from thee, it shall be so unto thee.
Yeah, like this is a heavy point because being with somebody is one thing, but being with them all the time and watching them go is something totally different. Because he could have left and went to the store or left and did something. How do you know when somebody's about to leave? How do you know when somebody's about to die? You don't. So he telling him like, all right, look, granted my time is short, but if you there with me when I go, then it's yours. The Lord gonna bless you with it because you're gonna have value. It's gonna be valuable to you. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Lord gonna give you the spirit because you're gonna see mine leave. Go ahead.
It shall not be so. Verse 11. And it came to pass as they still went on and talked that behold, there appeared a chariot of fire and horses of fire and parted them both asunder. And Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven.
Now, he's saying, when I am taken from thee, it shall be unto thee, right? So not only did he go, but he went in the way where Elisha like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Now Elisha is seeing it. He like, yo, his spirit, his mind is blown. Where did Elijah just go? He just literally just disappeared off earth. Huh? He just left. You reading what I'm reading. He just left. Right? So now Elisha like, oh snap. Nah, this is serious. The truth is real. What this brother was talking about wasn't no fake. Like we see the brothers, we see the school, we see the fruit of this we teaching, but then you see the Lord firsthand. You see the actions of the Lord firsthand. He's like, oh man, I know we not just talking. Right. Now I know what I got to do when I go back to these brothers. I know the Lord is real. I've seen him. Go ahead.
Okay. And parted them both asunder, and Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven. Verse 12. And Elisha saw it, and he cried, my father, the chariot of Israel, and the horsemen thereof. And he saw him no more. And he took hold of his own clothes and rent them in two pieces.
Right.
He took up, Salaki, verse 13. He took up also the mantle of Elijah.
He took his garment. He got Elijah's garment. Right? Go ahead.
That fell from him and went back and stood by the bank of Jordan.
Go ahead.
And he took the mantle of Elijah. Salaki.
Now, what does that mean? He took the mantle. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That fell from him and smote the waters and said, where is the Lord God of Elijah? And when he also had smitten the waters, they parted hither and thither. And Elisha went over.
So now he took the garment of the school, meaning he took the garment of Elijah, meaning now it's your school. Now you wear the crown. You wear the garment. Now you have the responsibilities. Remember, he said it's going to be yours if you're there when I'm gone. He left. He grabbed the garment, put it on, and smote the waters, and the waters parted. The Lord gave it to him. It's his now. Keep going.
Verse 15. And when the sons of the prophets which were to view at Jericho saw him, they said, the spirit of Elijah doth rest on Elisha. And they came to meet him and bowed themselves to the ground before him.
Now, Elisha just took on the job of Elijah. The school belongs to Elisha now. You know what I'm saying? Think like Commander General YAHANNA. Today, the school belongs or in the hands of Commander General YAHANNA. Because the brothers that's here, we follow the man that we see in front of us. That's what we all did. Everybody did it. We the sons of the prophets at Jericho. You know what I'm saying? We watching Commander General YAHANNA work, we watching the generals work and the captains work. You know what I'm saying? We see the work that they're doing. And so now we like, damn, like I just want to be like them. I just want to be a son of the prophet like them, because they learned from the men above them. This Bible has been passed down since Genesis. Like it never changes. It's always the same. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna read about camp. Let me show you right this scripture. Give me Nehemiah 8:1.
This is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 8, verse 1.
Let me get there with you. Matter of fact, go ahead and read.
And all the people gathered themselves together.
You familiar with this scripture, right?
I never read it once.
Go ahead.
And all the people gathered themselves together as one man into the street that was before the water gate. And they spake unto Ezra, the scribe, to bring the book of the law of Moses.
Give me 1 second. Right. Nehemiah chapter 8. Nehemiah is also a really good book to read when you get a chance. All right, so Nehemiah chapter 8, verse 1. Read from the top again.
This is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 8, verse 1. And all the people gathered themselves together as one man into the street that was before the water gate.
So all the people gathered themselves together to the street, and there's one man before the water gate. Go ahead.
And they spake unto Ezra, the scribe, to bring the book of the law of Moses. So
Ezra, the scribe, bring the book of the law of Moses. Bring the Bible that we know today. Bring the book. You know, Bible in Spanish is Biblio. You know what I'm saying? Bring the book of Moses to the people. Go ahead.
Which the Lord had commanded to Israel. Verse 2, and Ezra the priest brought the law before the congregation, both of men and women, and all that could hear with understanding, upon the first day of the 7th month. So now think Watergate is like downtown. You know, when people come to get their stuff. You know, like today we go pay our bills. I don't even know what people do downtown no more, but think like a place where everybody came. Everybody needs water. So you would come to the water gate to come get your water. Think like the market. So he's in front of the market where everybody, or like a town center, where everybody is. And now they like, bring the book out, bring the book out. So he like, all right, bet. So he get the book, Ezra, mind you, we in the book of Nehemiah. So Ezra, he like, get the book. So they pull the Bible out in front of men, women, and children. And they about to read. Go ahead. And he read therein before the street that was before the water gate.
So he reading in the street. They reading in the street. He breaking down the scriptures, and another brother reading on the street. Go ahead.
From the morning until midday.
From the morning until the evening. Go ahead.
Before the men and the women, and those that could understand, and the ears of all the people were attentive unto the book of the law. So he reading out at the water gate to everybody. You got another brother breaking it down and another brother reading. Go ahead. Verse 4, Ezra the scribe stood upon a pulpit of wood. So now Ezra standing on the stage, he on the podium. He up on the podium reading. Go ahead. Which they had made for the purpose. That's what it was for. The podium was for camp. They standing out at camp reading in the street. Go ahead. Which they had made for the purpose. And beside him stood Mattathiah. Mattathiah. And Shema. You might struggle through some of these names. Just do your best, all right? And Ananiah. Remember, like, it's Hebrew, you know what I'm saying? So they're going to give you some weird, funky breakdown of it. That's why I said the name is more the spirit more than the name. So it might be Shammai and Mattathiah, you know what I'm saying? So, but this is just a English breakdown of it. But go ahead. And Urjah. That's that might be Ariah. Yeah. And Hilkiah and Maaseiah on his right hand, and on his left hand, Padiah and Mishael and Malachi and Hashum and Badayana, Zechariah and Meshullam.
So now he on the pulpit of wood, right? Reading at the water gate, and he got all the brothers on this side and all the brothers on this side. They standing on the wood reading in the street downtown. Go ahead.
Verse 5, and Ezra opened the book in the sight of all the people, for he was above all the people.
He was standing up above all the people. They can all see him, and he's reading. Go ahead.
Okay. For he was Salaki, and when he opened it, all the people stood up. Verse 6, and Ezra blessed the Lord,
right?
The great God.
He gave the Lord his just due. He read the book of the Most High. Go ahead.
And all the people answered, Amen, Amen.
So be it, so be it.
With lifting up their hands, and they bowed their heads and worshiped the Lord with their faces to the ground. Verse 7. Also, Joshua, or is it Joshua?
Yeah, Joshua.
Joshua and Banai and Shabaniah, Jamin, Akub, Shabbatai, Hadijah, Messiah. Messiah, Kalida, Azariah, Josabad, Hanan, Pelaliah, and the Levites caused the people to understand the law.
So now you're reading it. Somebody's reading the law, and somebody's breaking it down. Go ahead.
And the people stood in their place.
They just listening like, damn. So what the Most High mean right here? What you mean right here? They breaking the scriptures down. Go ahead.
Verse 8. So they read in the book of the law. So they read in the book, in the law of God, distinctly, and gave the sense.
And gave the what?
The sense.
Go ahead.
And caused them to understand the reading.
Now this is why we do so much of this reading. You know what I'm saying? Because the Bible was given to us for our understanding. You know what I'm saying? Wisdom is in the book. Understanding is what you get from your Adawan or your men above you. We could read the book all day long, but you might not understand what's going on. And sometimes you come into class, and depending on the weight of the question, that's the weight of your answer. You know what I mean? So sometimes a brother might not be able to understand the scriptures in a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? It might take a little bit more for you to understand, for you to get it. You know what I mean? But the heavier your question, the heavier your answer in most cases. Like we breezing through the scriptures right now, but you can break them down a lot further than what we reading. You know what I'm saying? But as we go through and we get familiar with them, then you can understand more. You know what I'm saying? The next question you have might be a little bit more heavy because you can put piece and piece together. To me, it's like driving in a new city. You ever drive in a new city and you come through a street like, oh, this street leads to this street. You're like, damn, I could get here from here. And it's like the map come together in your mind. Think of the Bible like a map. You know what I'm saying? Different streets, different avenues. And when pieces come together, you're like, oh, snap. That's what they would mean over here. That's what they meant over here. You know what I'm saying? And the more and more we read, the more and more the map comes together in your mind. The timeline, who's around and what cases. You know what I'm saying? Today I was going to do something about coming in the truth. When it was everybody that came into the truth. You know what I'm saying? When I like the one when Christ met Nathaniel. He was like, oh, an Israelite indeed. He was like, you know me? He was like, yeah, he was under that fig tree. You know what I'm saying? Christ knew about Nathaniel. You know what I'm saying? John the Baptist, when, you know what I'm saying, when Christ came through and he was talking to his followers or the people that was following him, you know what I'm saying? And Christ came through and he got baptized and John the Baptist spoke to them and Christ went to go into the wilderness, you know what I'm saying, and came back, went to the Passover and talked to Nicodemus. You know what I'm saying? Just people coming into the truth and what they learned during their journey. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's another thing I wanted to talk about tonight too. But, you know what I mean? We're going to go little bit by little bit till we all understand this Bible. You dig what I'm saying? Give me first Ezra chapter 5, verse 6. If you got any questions or if the questions online, you can Okay.
You said First Esdras?
First Esdras, chapter 5, verse 6.
This is the book of First Esdras, chapter 5, verse 6. Who spake wise sentences before Darius, the king of Persia, in the second year of his reign, in the month of Nisan, which is the first month. Verse 7, and these are they of jewelry,
Parts of jewelry, go ahead.
that came up from the captivity, where they dwelt as strangers, whom Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, had carried away unto Babylon.
Right. So now, one thing we gotta understand: men were around together. So you'll read one book. The book of Zechariah is during the same time as the book of Nehemiah, and I believe at the same time as the book of Daniel. Now you might have different perspectives because one person might be from the southern kingdom, so he might be in Assyria, and then another person might be in Babylon, right? He's writing from inside of Babylon. Another person might be in Jerusalem. So now all of those books together in this, the word is contemporaries. They all at the same time. So in Ezra too, when we read them all together, you could put pieces together and build yourself a story. You're like, oh damn. So when we read into what we're reading right now, about to read the Zechariah and Nehemiah was in the same school. You dig what I'm saying? They was together in the school. We just read what Ezra had a school of brothers. It's ain't nothing new. Like, I don't be in no camps. Then what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? We just read about what's different schools in different cities. You got the school in Jericho, the school in Bethel, different parts of different schools, the school in Philadelphia. Now, Ezra was in the Watergate or whatever city we was just reading about, and he reading the book in front of the people with Nehemiah with him. And then about to read the Zechariah was with Nehemiah as well. Now, these brothers had rank, and a lot of times you can tell by the length of their book how much rank they had in most cases. Obadiah was with Daniel. We're going to read about that later. You know what I'm saying? But these brothers was together all the time, just like me and you, just like we are. They're going to have a book of Ithanya, a book of Knock. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be like, yo, Knock, break down what happened in such and such. And you're going to tell your story, and somebody going to write it down. Or Ithanya, break down your story. What happened the night of such and such? You're going to tell your story. Break it down like, yo, it was spiritual that night. I didn't even know what was happening. The Lord did A, B, and C. They're going to write it down. Next thing you know, your great grandkids going to read about what Ithanya did. How he came into the truth. How he met Commander General YAHANNA. How he sat in that seat. And the angels rejoiced when he sat in his seat. Knowing that nigga should know, he should be nowhere near the school. You know what I'm saying? That nigga was a terror in the world. You know what I'm saying? Ripping the concrete up. But somehow, some way, you made it to this seat right here. And the Lord said, Most High Christ, he's back because you was in the school before. You were once one of these brothers in the school, standing beside Nehemiah, reading for Ezra. That was you. You dig what I'm saying? We not new people. We here again. We the schools of the prophets, and our job once was and will always be to teach the people. That's who you were, and that's who you're going to be. Keep going.
God. Verse 8, and they returned unto Jerusalem and to the other parts of Jewry, every man to his own city, who came with Zerubbabel, with Jesus, Nehemiah, and Zechariah, and Raziah, Enos, and Mardocus, Belazarus, Asphars, Relius, Romius, and Banah, their guides. The number of them of the nation, and their governors, sons of Pharaohs, or
Pharos.
2,172.
Now, this is how many people was around. 2,000 men. When you start breaking down the numbers, different parts of the Bible, like actual numbers, Joshua, they start breaking down the amount of people. Chronicles, you'll see how many people belong to what tribe, and that's why the Lord said He need 144,000 for this to become a nation again. We need that many people in the ruling body. The mountain of Israel need to be 144,000. Then go have the other people, because it was always a class. You know what I'm saying? Like, I forget what scripture it was, but you had brothers that would work for richer men, or brothers that wanted their daughters to marry richer men, because it was different classes of Israel. You had some people that families was carpenters like Christ. You know what I'm saying? You had other people who family grew up in the temples, or they worked with the Sadducees and Pharisees. They had good jobs. It was middle class niggas. You know what I'm saying? You had lower class niggas. So it was different levels. So you're gonna have the ruling body, or the mountain of Israel, and then you're gonna have the people where the mountain flow to. But the Bible said today, the mountain of America, the water that flows down is nasty, it's murky. We don't get good fruit from the top of the mountain because they destroy the water. They destroy the resources and the nutrients. So by the time it get to us, it's nasty. But us, when we rule, the water gonna come down as milk and honey. It's gonna be fresh all the way down. You say, because we care about everybody from the top to the bottom. That's what heaven is. The little brother, he get as much respect as the older brother, because both of y'all are my brother. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the difference is. When we become the mountain of Israel, the rulers of Israel, we'll have a different way of governing. When the righteous bear rule, the people rejoice. When the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. You know what I mean? So let's drop that. Give me Daniel chapter 6, verse 1.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 6, verse 1. It pleased Darius to set over the kingdom 120 princes, which should be over the whole kingdom. And over these 3 presidents, of whom Daniel was first, that the princes might give accounts unto them, and the king should have no damage. Verse 3. Then this Daniel was preferred above the presidents and princes, because an excellent spirit was in him.
Damn, see, that spirit was the spirit that he got from the Most High, right? So the Lord said He put Israel against princes and principalities. Now, just think of the way the Lord changed His spirit coming in here, becoming a part of the schools of the prophets. You know what I'm saying? Think of how excellent you've become in your field of work or whatever you do in your normal life. You know what I'm saying? We've doubled that. We've maximized it because you got the spirit of the Lord. And one day you'll see how when the spirit leaves people, how they regress. You know what I'm saying? So then you had the spirit of the Lord in them, and He put them above presidents and kings and princes and all of that. Right? Keep going.
Okay. Because an excellent spirit was in him, and the king thought to set him over the whole realm.
All right. Give me Ezra chapter 5, verse 1.
So the spirit, the Lord just takes the spirit away from you for whatever His reasons are, or is it because they don't believe in the Most High? Like they start messing up themselves, like kind of how what's the brother named Saul, and David's story, where Saul started out,
but mind you, that evil spirit was of the Most High.
Yeah.
He said the evil spirit was of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So give me Peter and Christ when Peter was talking to Christ on the water. Give me that. Hold on. Matthew 14:28. When the spirit leaves you, it's because you no longer have faith in it. You know what I'm saying? Faith is your work. Faith is your belief, right? So just think of how we are with most things. You stop caring about it the less you believe in it, or the less I don't want to say that. Let's read the scripture first, and then we'll talk about it after that.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 14, verse 28. And Peter answered him.
Wait. Start at 22.
Okay. Verse 22. And straightway Jesus constrained his disciples to get into a ship and to go before him unto the other side, while he sent the multitudes away. Verse 23. When he had sent the multitudes away, he went up into a mountain apart to pray.
Now, mind you, this was right after Christ had did something crazy, right? So what he do, I think he had fed the 5,000 men with the 5,000 men. You know what I'm saying? So they be joeing them. You know what I'm saying? They be like, oh my God, Christ. Now, think about it. This time it was 5,000 people in the school. You know what I'm saying? So they trying to get to him. And what he would do was he'll spin off in the woods. He always did it. He always would just go in the woods and pray because he didn't want, you know what I'm saying? He didn't want them to, to give him the praise. He said, why are you calling me good? There's only one good in heaven. So he would leave. He put the disciples on a boat, told them to go over there, and he left and went in the woods. Go ahead. I think it was at 23 or 22.
And when the evening was come, he was there alone. Verse 24. But the ship was now in the midst of the sea, tossed with waves, for the wind was contrary.
So now just think of it like a storm. Think like when the storm come or about to come, the wind start picking up. You know what I'm saying? So like the wind tossing the boat to and fro. Now I don't like boats. So if I'm in the boat, and the winds is throwing, I'm like, oh my God, I'm about to throw up. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on right now. Go ahead.
Verse 25. And in the fourth watch of the night, Jesus went unto them, walking on the sea. So
now think about his people holding Shamara throughout the night. You know what I'm saying? So the fourth watch of the night, one brother, he might take an hour, or one brother might take the next shift, another brother take the next shift. Somebody on Shamara. Then the fourth nigga on Shamar, he saw Christ. He saw him walking on the sea. He like, oh, go ahead.
Verse 26. And when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were troubled.
It was like, man, hell no. Go ahead.
Saying, it is a spirit.
That can't be my man. That's like you see Jimmy Yohana. We on the boat and you see Jimmy Yohana flying by the car. You like, what? Hold up. Go ahead.
And they cried out for fear. Verse 27. But straightway Jesus spake unto them, saying, be of good cheer.
Be of good cheer. Go ahead.
It is I. Be not afraid.
Go ahead.
And Peter answered him and said, Lord, if it be thou, bid me come unto thee on the water.
So if it is you on the water, then I should be able to walk on the water. Right? We should have the same gift. Mind you, this Peter, this is the general of the school. That's the man that he gave the school to when he left. Peter was the top dog. So Peter like, hold on, if that's you, then I should be able to walk on the water too. Go ahead.
Oh God. And he said, come. And when Peter was come down out of the ship, he walked on the water to go to Jesus.
So now he got his eyes on Christ. right? Christ like, all right, then get off the water, get off the boat, and you can walk on the water. So now he like, okay, he jump off and he's on the water. He got his eyes on Christ. He walking towards Christ. But
Oh God. He walked on the water to Jesus. Verse 30. But when he saw the wind.
When he what?
When he saw the wind.
He saw the what?
Saw the wind. Boisterous. He was afraid.
Now this is what happens when the spirit leaves you. You lose focus. You know what I'm saying? This was the evil spirit that got on Saul. He was afraid. He saw something else that he was more afraid of, more scared of, or cared about more. And when he thought that the storm had more power than Christ, he was afraid of the storm and forgot that he's walking on water. Right. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You walking on water, but you look at the storm like, oh snap, I'm about to fall. That's us believing. That's the faith that we have. Mind you, Christ said, you're going to be better than me. The things I do, you're going to do better than me. You're going to do double. But what you got to do is you got to believe. If a brother say, my family member is sick, can you heal him? You got to know that you can do it because you're a prophet of the Most High. You a son of God. You got to know you can heal him. And that's when the Spirit of the Lord is in you. It's here. Because when you think that you're afraid, when you think you can't do it, that's doubt. That's you not thinking that the Lord can heal this brother. It's not you that's healing the brother. It's the Most High. He's doing it through you. So the person come to you like, can you help me? And you say, come, because the Lord is helping them. It's not you. Right? Keep going.
Verse 30. But when he saw the wind boisterous, he was afraid. And beginning to sink, he cried, saying, Lord, save me.
Whole time he was right there with him. Whole time he right there with YAHUSHA. And he started getting scared of the wind and he started sinking. Keep going.
Verse 31. And immediately Jesus stretched forth his hand and caught him and said unto him, O thou of little faith.
Look, man, you don't believe enough. You don't have enough faith. You know what I'm saying? You don't even realize that I'm right in front of you. But you look at the wind, you look at the turmoil, and you think that it got more power than the Most High. You know where the storm come from? He persecute them with thy tempests and make them afraid with thy storms. It belongs to the Most High. But
Oh God. O thou of little faith, wherefore didst thou doubt?
Why'd you doubt? You should know that the Lord is in control of everything. But you doubting him is showing you that Satan can creep up in you. Satan can take control of your mind. And next thing you know, you not doing what the Lord told you to do. You know what I'm saying? Which one of them did deny them 3 times? Was it Peter? I think it was Peter. He was right in front of him too. Yep, it was Peter. He said, Peter, you're going to deny me before the cock crow. The cock going to crow 3 times, you're going to deny me. Now, Peter was looking at him when he was getting, think about it, like, before he got unalived, they took him into the chambers, and I think they call it like lashes or what they call it, like when they whipped him. What they call it? Scourge. I think it's called scourge. Hold on, I should show you a picture. Anyway, before he was unalived, they took him in the chamber, right? And the Roman scourges back in the day was like, think like a whip with barbed wire on it. You know what I'm saying? So they was beating him, and it was like they whipping him. When they beat him, it would dig in his back and just like rip his flesh out. You know what I'm saying? So they beat him, they beat the hell out of him. You know what I'm saying? And so they were like, so now mind you, everybody left when Christ got caught. And Peter, I think it was Peter and somebody else went where he was. They in the courtyard with him when Christ is getting beat up, or when he came out of getting beat. You know what I'm saying? So they like, you one of them, ain't you? And he was like, no, I'm not one of them. He looking at Christ. He right in front of him, looking at him, bloody on the ground. You know what I'm saying? He like, no, I ain't one of them. That's not my man. But they left, and then they followed him into the city. So now they're like, yo, this your man? And he like, no, that ain't my man. He like, yes, it is. It is you. He was like, no. He like, yo, you was rolling with him. He was like, no. And then they heard the cock crow, and he ran out the courtyard and cried. You know what I'm saying? Because he was like, damn. At that point in time, Satan got him. And that was the idea. When the spirit leaves you, it's when it matters the most. When you are most afraid, when you most scared. You know what I'm saying? Saul, he was the king, but he saw David was better than him. David was blessed to be the king, but David had so much respect. He just was trying to help him get out of the spirit. He's trying to help him get in a better spirit. They even tried to kill him, threw the javelin at him twice. He ain't let him marry his daughter, and he still didn't like him. You know what I'm saying? He just had a wicked spirit that was from the Most High, but he blessed him as king. So yeah, when you have a spirit, it does come from the Most High. That evil spirit does come from the Most High. Like think like the lion spirit that went into the mouth of the prophets. It was from the Most High. You dig what I'm saying? The spirit leaving you is you not having any more faith in the truth. You not having any more faith in your brother. You're not having any more faith in your wife or your children. You know what I'm saying? Or your captain or your officers or the troopers or the young men. You lose faith in what the school has to offer, the knowledge of the Most High. You lose faith in what the Lord can give you here, and you take a deal with Satan. That's leaving the school. You familiar with Matthew chapter 4 or Luke chapter 4, right? Let's go to Luke chapter 4 real quick. Luke 4:1.
God, it's the book of Luke, chapter 4, verse 1. And Jesus, being full of the Holy Ghost, returned from Jordan.
Now, you familiar with what's going on right now, right? Huh?
It's the 40 days.
Yeah. So right. This is right after John the Baptist. He already turned water into wine and all that. He leaves John the Baptist and he goes right in the wilderness. Think like, and I hate to say it like this is a loose connotation. They're gonna check me for this, but think like John the Baptist dipped him in the water and the spirit came on him. Everybody seen it. It was like, oh, right. He had already did some miracles. He already went to Galilee and all that with his mom and all that. They already seen. He had like 6-7 disciples with him already. You know what I'm saying? They already following him. But he dipped them in the water, like, oh. And then now John the Baptist got to teach to his people when Christ spent off in the wilderness for 40 days, 40 nights. Think like, ooh, what are they going to get me for this one? Think like being a trooper. He's going through hell right now. Satan is tempting him. Satan talking in his ear, and he defeated Satan. So think like, oh, they're going to kill me for this one. Think when he get out of the wilderness, he passes officer test. You dig what I'm saying? He beat Satan. This is the trials and tribulations that Satan gave him in the wilderness. Right?
Oh, God. Being full of the Holy Ghost, returned from Jordan and was led by the Spirit into the wilderness, being 40 days tempted of the devil.
Now, think 40 days tempted of the devil is like, you know who the devil is. So think, you get it. I don't gotta explain it, right? Yeah, you get it. Go ahead. Yeah, I seen your classes. You vicious with it. Go ahead.
And in those days, he did eat nothing. And when they were ended, he afterward hungered. Verse 3. And the devil said unto him, if thou be the Son of God, command this stone that is made bread. And Jesus answered him, saying, it is written, that man shall not live by bread alone.
So go back. Read that again.
Verse 3. And the devil said unto him, if thou be the Son of God, command this stone that it be made bread.
So first off, have you ever seen that happen?
In real life?
Yeah.
Metaphorically, I would say.
How?
There's something we can call like crack turned to bread or money.
Most High Christ. Give me 1 Corinthians 10 and 4.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4.
What?
And did all drink the same spiritual drink, for they drank of that spiritual rock.
No, this is the same thing. This around here, we talking about oh yeah, this is heavy. Yeah, this whole joint right here is heavy, but we're gonna go right here. Read it verse 4 again.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4. And did all drink the same spiritual drink, for they drank of that spiritual rock that followed them. And that rock was Christ.
Now, that's what you need, because we chasing those rocks. We're not chasing the real rock. You know what I'm saying? The spiritual rock, the stone, that's the pillar, that's the foundation. We don't understand what foundation is because we chasing pleasure, we chasing lust, and we chasing those rocks and those bricks. Give me Deuteronomy 8 and 3.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 3. And he humbled thee and suffered thee to hunger, and fed thee with manna, which thou knowest not.
Read verse 2.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 2. And thou shalt remember all the way which the Lord thy God led thee these 40 years in the wilderness, to humble thee.
To do what?
Humble thee.
Go ahead.
And to prove thee.
To do what?
Prove thee.
Now, mind you, these days in the wilderness was to humble Christ and to prove him, because he had to know who he was, right? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
To know what was in thine heart.
What was in thine what?
Heart.
And you know what your heart is, right? It's your mind. So you got to know what's in there. So Christ had to do this. He had to struggle, just like you got to struggle. You got to go through that. And you got to know what's in your mind. That's why we got Esau out here. Esau is a belt, a whipping stick. He gonna beat the hell out of us every day. You're gonna wake up at 7 or whatever time you wake up, you're gonna be to work at this time. And you're gonna clock in and you're gonna work. And you're gonna deal with Mr. White Man, and then you're gonna work till you can't even see straight. And then you're gonna go home and your wife will be like, I just need you to because I've been doing this all day. And then you're gonna have to deal with her, and you're gonna like, damn, and you're gonna go sit somewhere, whatever place you got that's yours, probably the damn toilet. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get on your phone, scroll on your phone for 5 minutes, and you're gonna get up and go back out, and then you go to sleep and get up in the morning and do it all over again. And you wake up in the morning, you're like, God damn it. You know what I'm saying? Because Esau is here to make you strong, to prove you. Because without this, you'll never know how strong you are. You'll never know your limit. You'll never know that you can work all day, which we both did today. Work all day, then come to class, and then teach the class or be here on Shamar, and then go home and still deal with whatever. You dig what I'm saying? We got kids, we got families too. But this is to prove us what's in here, where your treasure is. Will you really put your foundation on this rock? Or you pull it on slippery rocks? Where is your what I want? Where are your seeds sown? You dig what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Whether thou wouldest keep his commandments or no.
Go ahead.
Verse 3, and he humbled thee and suffered thee to hunger.
Now we humble in our hunger. You know what I'm saying? But the hunger is wanting. The hunger is wanting the truth. The hunger is wanting the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? That's what humbles us. The hunger is you wanting to be somebody great, but knowing that Elisha and Elijah are here to make sure you be great. You can't be greater than Elisha and Elijah. You can't be greater than Daniel, who's above the presidents. We stay next to Elisha and Elijah. You know what I'm saying? Our hunger makes us strong, but together, in order, we become one strong body, which I think is around here in Corinth, or was around where we was at in Corinthians. We become one strong body all together. 2 eyes, 1 nose, 1 mouth. 3 eyes, you got a deficiency.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 2, 3 arms, you got a deficiency. So we make one body all together. That's who we are. You know what I'm saying? And the hunger makes us stronger. We all want it. We all want to get out of hell, out of the wilderness. Go ahead.
God. And fed thee, Salaki, and he humbled thee and suffered thee to hunger, and fed thee with manna.
And you know the manna is the food from heaven. It's literally the bread from the Most High. That's the bread that the Lord dropped to the ground. And niggas was trying to save it. And they saved it to the next day. And that joint was bad. But the Lord said, I'm going to give it to you today. Eat what you can. Don't try to save it. Niggas like, all right. And niggas saving the bread. But the Lord was giving you the food. So why you got to save it? You think you're going to be hungry later? You think that the Lord ain't going to feed you later? The Lord always going to feed us. That's the manna. Go ahead.
God, which thou knewest not, neither did thy fathers know.
We ain't know how he was getting this food. None of us knew. We just knew he was getting it. Go ahead.
God, that he might make thee know that man doth not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Lord doth man live.
That's how we survive. We don't survive off the bread. We survive off the teachings. We survive off the men that we follow. Because I would be dead if it wasn't for the men that I follow.
Right.
I could care less about the bread. I could care less about what's in my bank account. If somebody called me today, like, yo, I can't pay my rent, we're going to make sure he get his rent paid.
Right.
Because that's exactly what brothers did to me in this truth. And you know who you are. He paid my rent, all of it. And gave me some extra spending money. You know what I'm saying? And I would lay my life down for that brother today. And all y'all brothers, because he paid my rent, but all y'all paid my rent. You paid my rent too that day. You understand what I'm saying? We don't live off bread alone. The money don't mean nothing because it comes and goes. I had a lot and had a none. I was down on the dirt and the dust of the ground. But that brother made sure I was good. And when he called me, I made sure he was good. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we take care of each other. We can't live off the bread. It's the brotherhood. That's how we survive. Keep going. Or that was it on that? Yeah. Go back to Luke 4 and 4 and 4.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 4, verse 4. And Jesus answered him, saying, it is written that man shall not live by bread alone, by every word of God.
Good.
Verse 5, and the devil, taking him up into an high mountain, shewed unto him all the kingdoms of the world in a moment of time. Verse 6, and the devil said unto him, all this power will I give thee, and the glory of them, for that is delivered unto me, and to whomsoever I will give it.
Now you understand why the devil was able to give the world away, right? Why?
Because he can give you whatever you want.
Job 9 and 24.
This is the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
So now he can show Christ all the kingdoms of heaven and say, I can give it to you because the earth belongs to him. Christ said, my kingdom is not of this world. We don't belong here because the earth or the world is theirs. We're not in the world. No matter what they do out there. It's not our kingdom. We don't even care about what the world does. Whatever's going on outside these doors, I don't care. Because that's the kingdom of the wicked. So that's why Satan can say, I'll give it all to you. What you want? What you want? Read the next verse in Luke.
And so like this is the book of Luke, chapter 4, verse 6. And the devil said unto him, all this power will I give thee.
All this what?
Power will I give thee.
Now, power of the world is what? What's power in the world?
Is that like money? Or say so?
Yeah. Yeah. Money. Yeah, absolutely. Money. Money is power. Hold on, let me get this one scripture. Let me make sure this is right. Give me this. Give me Ecclesiasticus 44:1. Power is influence, right? And when you have the power to manipulate the masses, when you have the power to sway somebody, when you have the power to oppress somebody, when you have the power to do something, you can make people move because of what you have to say, right? So he's saying, I will give you power, meaning I will give you men, I will give you money, I will give you women and everything that comes with it, right? He can give you power because he's going to make you work for him. The power belongs to him, but we got the power already. We got it. One day you might turn the light off with your hand. You know what I'm saying? The power is yours once you believe you can do it. But what power do we have today? Read Ecclesiasticus 44:1.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 44, verse 1.
This is one I just want you to know. This is a scripture that you just need, right?
Let us now praise famous men.
Famous men, you know what I'm saying? As the general say, what he be saying? Damn, what General Muhammad say about they got damn, right on the tip of my tongue. Oh, damn. It start with a C. It's right there too. You know, the people that we like. Damn, not tenacity. It's damn, it's right there. He be saying it about Jay-Z, and Diddy. About the famous men. It's right there. I remember it in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let us now praise famous men. Go ahead.
And our fathers that begat us.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 2, the Lord hath wrought great glory by them through his great power from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Such as did bear rule in their kingdom. In their kingdoms, men renowned for their power, giving counsel by their understanding, and declaring prophecies.
The power that we have is giving counsel through understanding in the prophecies, right? But Satan is saying he's going to give you power by working for him. So you're going to give wicked counsel, wicked prophecies, right? But remember, we just read that lion spirit comes from the Most High. But Satan is the liaison, so it's gonna go through him, and you're gonna be a person that gives wicked prophecies through Satan. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 4.
Charisma. That's the word. Charisma. God damn, I couldn't get that word. Charisma. Famous men with charisma. Go ahead.
leaders of the people by their counsel.
So now you become a leader of the people by your counsel, what you say, how you say it, how you help people. Go ahead.
And by their knowledge of learning meat for the people.
Now, meat is the knowledge. By their knowledge of learning is good for the people. Their knowledge, what they know, what they say, how they talk, is good for the people. Keep going.
Wise and elegant.
Wise and what?
Eloquent.
Eloquent is the way you say it. You wise and you eloquent. Go ahead.
In their instructions.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 5. Such as found out musical tunes and recited verses and writing.
Now, to me, I like this scripture because this is a telltale of what we do as artists. You know what I'm saying? Wise men, eloquent men, reciting verses and bars and scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Musical tunes. To me, this is how you become a famous rapper, right? Satan is offering you power by worshiping him. Let's go back to Luke chapter 4. Luke 4 and 6.
This is the book of Luke chapter 4 verse 6. And the devil said unto him, all this power will I give thee, and the glory of them, for that is delivered unto me.
All the power I will give you in the glory of whatever you find in it. So you might find Venezuela over there. Whatever the glory of Venezuela is, it's yours. Whatever the glory is you find over here in this place, when you go to that place, you're going to stop in LA, and all the women and all the Jews, all the money in LA going to come towards you. They're going to be attracted to you because you the man with the power. You the man with the eloquent speech and the good counsel. It's all going to come to you because it belongs to you. Satan saying, I can give it to you. All you got to do is worship me. All you got to do is do what I tell you to do. Work for me. Go ahead. Mind you, this is all Christ being in the wilderness. This is the temptation that he faced in the wilderness. Keep going.
For that is delivered unto me, and to whomsoever I will give it.
He said, look, it's what did he say? That's delivered unto me, and to whoever I want to give it to. Go ahead.
Verse 7. If thou therefore wilt worship me, all shall be thine.
If you worship me, all of this is going to be yours. It's going to all belong to you. Go ahead.
Verse 8. And Jesus answered and said unto him, get thee behind me, Satan. For it is written, thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve. Verse 9.
Give me Exodus 20 and 1.
Count on kind. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 1. And God spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
I brought you out of slavery. Go ahead.
Out of the house of bondage.
I brought you out the world. You know what I'm saying? All that hell you was in, that weed that you was a slave to, them whores you was a slave to, or whatever you was a slave to, the money, the cars, whatever you was a slave to in the world, whatever you was working for in the world, the Lord brought you here, brought you out of it, freed you from that burden. Go ahead.
Verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Why? Because the Lord wants you to serve him. He don't want you serving weed or money or drugs or whatever it is out there that you were serving. The Lord said your job is to be a priest and a prophet. So you're not supposed to be out here getting high. You're not supposed to be out here selling drugs, which is harder to stop doing than doing the drugs. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be out here, doing whatever you want to do, because here is where you belong. Go ahead.
Verse 4. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image.
You jot that. Give me Deuteronomy 6 and 3.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 3.
So like, hold on. I don't think that's it's 13.
6 and 13. Verse 13. Thou shalt fear the Lord thy God, and serve him, and shall swear by his name.
Now, that's what worship is. You're going to serve him and promise the Most High. Swear is promise. So you're going to promise the Most High what you're going to do. You're going to fear the Most High and make a promise, an oath. You know what I'm saying? I'm never going to sell drugs again. I'm never going to do drugs again. I'm never going back in the world again because I made a promise and I fear the Most High. That's where Peter messed up at. Peter didn't fear the Most High. He feared the storm. He feared what was in the world. And when the storm came to him, when all the hell came to him, when he seen what was in front of him, he forgot the Most High.
Right.
He forgot about the man he was following. He forgot about Elisha and Elijah. He forgot about Daniel and Nehemiah and Ezra. He forgot about those brothers. He just saw the storm, what was in the world, and he started to sink. And Christ said, "You ain't got no faith." Keep going. Oh no, that was it on that. Give me what's it? I think it's 10. Deuteronomy 10. Give me 1 second. 10 and 20. Let me do Deuteronomy 10 and 20.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 20.
Right.
Thou shalt fear the Lord thy God. Him shalt thou serve, and to him shalt thou cleave, and swear by his name.
So now you see that the Lord said you're going to cleave onto him. You're going to become a part of the truth. Grab onto the truth. And that's what Christ is saying. Christ, like, I'm not about to go serve you. I'm not about to give my power to you. You think I'm going to give my power and do everything I could do and work for you? No, nigga, I'm going to serve the Lord. And I'm going to hold on to this truth with everything I got. So like, I'm going to hold on and I'm going to promise the Most High and my brothers that I'm going to be right here with you. Because Satan ain't got nothing for you. Satan got nothing for you but death and destruction. And we know that. But Christ, seeing that Christ went through what we went through. He went through the journeys of stepping over the crack bags to get to class, walking by the weed heads to get to class, walking by the cigarette stores and the Black and Mild stores and the blunt stores and everybody that sell weed on the corner. He walked past all that to get to class. Right. He walked past all that to make sure that he could teach the brothers. You know what I'm saying? And now they offering him, you know, whatever kind of life he want in the world. Whatever money you want. What you want? You want the power? You want the girls, the money, the diamonds? I'll give it to you. It's all yours. Christ's like, nah. My brothers mean more than that. The brothers I'm around, I'm going to cleave to the truth. I'm going to hold on to it because that's how I'm going to serve the Lord. I'm not serving you, see? Go ahead.
God. And to him shalt thou cleave and swear by his name.
All right, go back to Luke 4 and I think it was at 9 or 8 or one of them.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 4, verse 9. And he brought him to Jerusalem and set him on a pinnacle of the temple.
So you know what that is, right? Go ahead.
And said unto him, if thou be the Son of God, cast thyself down from hence. Verse 10, for it is written, he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee.
Psalms chapter 91. Verse 10.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 91, verse 10. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. Verse 11. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways.
So now this Christ, like, yo, I mean, this Satan, like, listen, mind you, it's the devil. He right outside that door. He like, yeah, he gonna take you, put you on top of everything, right? And be like, yeah, you know, Come live this death style. You know what I mean? Come drink and drive 90 miles per hour. Come join the Crips and the Bloods and the gangster disciples and the blood or the vice lords or the Nietas or, you know what I'm saying, whatever gang is out there, the Latin Kings. Come live this death style. Because you said the Lord gonna protect you, right? Come get as high as you can. You know what I'm saying? Come be a kingpin. The Lord gonna put you on the top. It's like it. Satan gonna put you on the top and tell you to jump. That's how we live every day. You know what I'm saying? We live life tempting the Most High. Most of us, especially outside these doors. You know what I'm saying? Every day, they don't know if they're gonna make it home today. They go rob 5, 10 people. You know what I'm saying? Give me real quick. Give me Proverbs chapter 1, verse 10. My bad, I'm jumping around, y'all. If y'all want me to get back on topic, just put it in the chat. Or you can tell me too when we get back on topic. But I'm jumping around because you asked how is it when the spirit leaves you? You know what I'm saying? And what it is just a lack of knowledge and a lack of faith in Satan making the wedge between you and your brothers and just putting something in your face that you like. And once he put it there, he make you serve it. He make you worship it. And that's when you lose the spirit. That's when you lose what the Most High gave to you because you're no longer focused on that. You focus on this. Give me Proverbs 1 and 8. Start at verse 8.
Okay, it's the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 8. My son, hear the instruction of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother. For they shall be an ornament of grace unto thy neck. The
Lord said these scriptures is like jewelry. You wear these scriptures like a necklace on your neck. You wear this law, you wear the truth like an ornament, like a bracelet, like a watch. Go ahead.
And forsake not the law of thy mother. For they shall be an ornament of grace upon thy head.
Grace is like peace, or grace is like a moment where you can survive. Think of grace like probation. That's how you're gonna stay alive. That's gonna be what's gonna keep you alive on your head. And you keep it on your head, you're gonna stay alive. Go ahead.
And chains about thy neck.
Go ahead.
Verse 10, my son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not.
So if sinners entice you, if sinners tell you something, don't give them consent. Don't go with them. Go ahead.
Verse 11, if they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood. Let us lurk privily for the innocent without cause.
So now these brothers is like, yo, come with us. We're going to lay wait for blood, right? We lurking for the innocent. We don't got no reason to kill him or to hurt him, but we're going to wait for them. We're going to lay wait. Remember, he's telling you, don't give him consent. Don't go with him. Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 12, let us swallow them up alive as the grave and whole as those that go down into the pit.
Go ahead.
Verse 13, we shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil.
So what's going on right now, Thanya? Tell me, paint the picture for me.
So it sounds like it's telling you not to listen to people, sinners, that try to tell you, let's come look for blood. The blood could be like a resource, like how the pastors, they kind of like lay wait, or like how rappers or influencers or people in the world try to lay wait for Israel, and they basically swallow them up alive as the grave.
Okay, I'm listening. Keep going.
And whole as those that go down into a pit. And you go look into the world and look at how people that get swallowed up by this nation or by the world, you see how they are. Look at the junkies or the drug addicts in the streets, not even Kansas anymore. They everywhere,
right.
So you look at them, they look like they live in the pit. Like they look like a skeleton that lives
in
at the bottom of a damn pit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the world took everything from them. Their
blood,
and their skeleton.
Now, literally, right? We're going to run it back a little bit so we can catch up. So it said, my sons, if sinners entice you, don't give them consent. If they say, come with us, let us wait for blood. We're going to lurk privily for the innocent. We're going to swallow them up as a grave. and take them down in the pit. We're gonna find all precious things, and we're gonna fill our houses with the spoil. This is a robbery. They about to take something from somebody that's innocent. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 14, cast in thy lots among us.
So now they telling you, come with us. What?
Let us all have one purse.
You want to share it? What?
15, my son, walk not thou in the way with them. Refrain thy foot from their path.
Now this is Satan talking to you. You know what I'm saying? Satan comes through these brothers and they like, yeah, come on, we're going to go do A, B, and C. Right. Now it's telling you at the beginning, don't stray away from what your mom and your father taught you, because that's what's going to keep you alive. Your mom and your father teach you the truth back then. Your mom and your father teach you how to survive. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then even before it said, my son, hear the instructions of thy father. You know what I'm saying? And forsake not thy mother. Don't make your mom cry out here. Don't make your dad sad. And before that, don't make the brothers above you, the brothers that teach you sad. Right. Because Satan gonna come to you and tell you it's money out here. What you doing? You broke out here? Right. You ain't got no money in your pocket, you goofy. It's money out here. Look at him. He got all this money, all these jewels on. Casting out lot. Come with me. That's probably how they said it back in the day. Come on, roll with us. We gonna spin the block. Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 15. My son, walk not thou in the way with them. Refrain thy foot from their path. For their feet run to evil. And make haste to shed blood. Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird.
It don't matter who get caught in this net. Somebody's getting caught. Go ahead.
Verse 18. And they lay wait for their own blood. They lurk privily for their own lives.
What's going to happen is the gun is going to be turned on you. Right. Because you trying to kill them, and you are the one that might lose your life. You ever notice that it's always the innocent guy? You from Philly, right? You familiar with Steady B and Cool C? Steady B and Cool C? That's not old. It is old. It's 80s. So it's 90s actually. So two rapper dudes from Hilltop, West Philly. One dude, he's a baby. He's a kid, right? He with these other dudes, they go rob a bank, right? This really happened in Philly, and these was two real rappers, and it was really good. You know what I'm saying? They robbed the bank, and the baby told, but they was finished because they dropped the guns on there. They left the van with the clothes in it. It's on camera. They was cooked. But the little guy told, right? He told on the other dude. Other dude got death sentence. The little guy got life. He killed the cop. The first female cop ever killed in Philly was by a rapper with chains and gold. They told him, like, come on, let's go rob a bank. I'll show you a picture of him. He got money. He got big giant chains on, all kind of gold. He still robbed the bank because the little man, Steady B, didn't listen to this. And now his mother crying every day because he's gone. He got to do his life in jail. That woman that was working at that, well, she was a cop. That woman, her family got to cry every day because he didn't read the scripture. You know what I'm saying? Like, the net is going to be spread wide, and anybody's caught in it because that's Satan. That's how big the net is. That's what happened when you leave the truth. When the spirit leaves you, you get caught in the net of Satan. The net could be your woman. The net could be your brothers, you know what I'm saying, out in the world, whoever. The net could be anybody. You know what I'm saying? Satan can come through anybody. Next thing you know, you're the one that's paying for it. That's why the truth is so heavy to me, man. It's something where I could never give it up because this is what saved my life. These scriptures help me day in and day out, and talking to brothers like yourself day in and day out. And that's what keeps the spirit fresh and new. Keep going.
God. Verse 19. So are the ways of everyone that is greedy of gain. Oh, it's like of gain, which taketh away the life of the owners thereof.
That's what make you kill somebody or unallow somebody. You greedy and you want what they have. Sometimes it's just envy. You just want their pride. You just want their walk. You want their talk. You want their life. You're just greedy for the life that he has. And you take his life. What?
Verse 20. Wisdom crieth without.
Mm-hmm.
She uttereth her voice in the streets.
Wisdom is going to be screaming and yelling. She cried without. She's going to yell in the streets. Go ahead.
Verse 21. She crieth in the chief place of concourse,
Mm-hmm.
and the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying.
This is what wisdom is going to tell you. Don't listen to them, but this is what wisdom should tell you. Go ahead.
How long, ye simple ones,
Mm-hmm.
will ye love simplicity,
Mm-hmm.
and the scorners delight in their scorning,
Mm-hmm.
and fools hate knowledge?
Now, when you lose the spirit, you lose the want to know.
Right.
Why do you think like this? Why do you feel this way? So when Peter did what he did, later on he talked to Christ because he wanted to know how to defeat Satan. We was reading about Christ in the wilderness. Christ already had what it took to defeat Satan,
Right.
which is why he became who he became. He believed that the Most High was going to keep him safe. That's what your job is to do now. Every day you got to believe Christ is going to be there for you, and the Most High is going to make you safe. Christ is the brothers.
Right.
The Spirit of Christ is right here, right beside you. And you call your brother like, hey, bro, listen, Salakia. I call him all the time. I got to show you my phone, look. I call him all the time like, bro, man. You know what I'm saying? And those brothers keep me safe. That's the Spirit of Christ, the brotherhood. And those brothers have the Spirit of the Lord. And when I forsake them, or when I turn my back on them, then I'm leaving the Spirit.
Okay.
You dig me? Read verse 23.
Okay. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 23.
Mm-hmm.
Turn you at my reproof.
Turn to the person talking to you. Turn to the person that's trying to check you. Go ahead.
Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you.
Mm-hmm.
I will make known my words unto you.
That's what the Spirit is. Understanding is understanding. Go ahead.
Verse 24. Because I have called and ye refuse.
That's when you don't have the Spirit anymore. When the Most High call you, or when your brothers call you, or when you need to be here, and you're not. When you need to be at camp, and you're not. When you're supposed to be at class, and when somebody say, yo, you trying, can you do the class? Or, you know what I'm saying? Yo, you coming to class tonight? And you're like, no. You refusing it. You denying Christ. That's what this is. That's how you know where the Spirit is. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 25. Verse 24. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. Verse 25.
Go, drop down to 27.
Okay. Verse 27. When your fear cometh at desolation,
Mm-hmm.
and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind.
This is heavy because this is what Peter did. Your fear cometh at your desolation. Your fear cometh when you feel like you destroyed. When you down on your last dollar. When you see hell and you looking it in the face. When you looking at Satan, that's when your fear coming. When you at the bottom and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. Everything is just all coming at one time. It's like a storm coming. That's the same storm that Peter saw. That's just destruction. Keep going.
Okay. When distress and anguish cometh upon you.
Go ahead.
Verse 28. Then shall they call upon me.
See, then so now he like, oh, when he see the storm, he like, Lord, please save me. Go ahead.
But I will not answer.
And that's what Christ did. See, Christ taught grace because the Lord was supposed to not answer Peter.
Right.
But Christ knew that was his brother. So he picked him up and then he checked him. You're a fool. You don't have the belief you're supposed to have. You don't have the knowledge or the spirit you're supposed to have because you denied me when I was in front of you. You seen your destruction coming as a whirlwind, and then you called on me. Whole time I was right in front of you. Keep going.
They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. 29, verse 29. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord.
See, Christ was like, "Yo, just follow me, man." And it was like he didn't pay Christ no mind. He's worried about whatever else was coming. So hopefully you understand, like when the Spirit leads you. Let's get the one you was talking about in Saul. I think that's in what is that? Samuel. Second. That sounds about right. Let me find it real quick. First Samuel. It's First Samuel, around 17. – 16 and 19.
This is the book of 1 Samuel chapter 16.
Start at 16 and 12.
Verse 12. And he sent and brought him in. Now he was ruddy and withal of beautiful countenance and goodly to look to. And the Lord said, Arise, anoint him, for this is he. Verse 13. Then Samuel took the horn of oil and anointed him in the midst of his brethren. And the Spirit of the Lord came upon David from that day forth.
Now, mind you, David was anointed at this point. He was raised up right here. Go ahead.
Okay. So Samuel rose up and went to Ramah. But the Spirit of the Lord departed from Saul. And an evil spirit from the Lord troubled him.
An evil spirit from where?
The Lord.
It's from the Most High. That spirit was called jealousy. That spirit was called envy. He was hating his brother. Keep going.
Verse 15. And Saul's servant said unto him, Behold, now an evil spirit from God troubleth thee.
Now, here's the thing about it. When you walk through that door, we can see it. We all can see it. Everything to us, we can see that you not the same. And the more and more you go deeper into that spirit, the more and more you'll find your destruction. You'll find the bottom. And when you find the bottom, the Lord might turn his face from you. And you might lose your spirit completely. And he gonna take that spirit and put it in a baby in Minnesota somewhere. You dig what I'm saying? You gonna be a baby in Nova Scotia somewhere. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is gonna take it from you because you don't deserve it. He gave you something. You're supposed to be the kingdom of heaven. You part of the temple of the Most High. And you destroying the temple. He gonna take it from you and give it to a baby. And the baby gonna raise it up. That's what happened with David. David was some immaculate spirit from before. He came up, rose up, he became amazing. This young David right here, till he a pup. You know what I'm saying? So now he's getting raised up, and Samuel hating on him. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 16. Let our Lord now command thy servants which are before thee to seek out a man who is a cunning player on an harp.
So now they're like, all right, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna try to make you feel better out of one. We're gonna find somebody that's gonna play some music for you or something so you can feel better. Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass when the evil spirit from God is upon thee, that he shall play with his hand, and thou shalt be well.
Now, keep going. Keep going.
Verse 17, and Saul said unto his servants, Provide me now a man that can play well and bring him to me.
He like, yeah, you know what? That's Tawab. Listen, y'all find somebody that can play me the harp. You know, a harp is like a piano. Hey, find somebody that can play me that piano, man. Just bring him up ahead. Go ahead.
Then answered one of the servants, and said, Behold, I have seen a son of Jesse,
The Bethlehemite.
That is cunning and playing.
I seen the son of Jesse. It is one dude in Bethlehem, the son of Jesse. He's vicious on the piano. Go ahead.
That is cunning and playing, and a mighty valiant man.
And he vicious. He could rumble too. Go ahead.
And a man of war, and prudent in matters.
He's smart. Go ahead.
And a comely person.
And he's a beautiful person. He got a good spirit on him. Go ahead.
And the Lord is with him.
The Lord is absolutely with his brother. He could rumble. You know what I'm saying? He's a warrior. He got a good spirit, and he can play the piano. I'm going to go get him. Go ahead.
Verse 19, wherefore Saul sent messengers unto Jesse and said, Send me David, thy son, which is with the sheep. Verse 20, and Jesse took as an ass, laden.
Hold on. Go to verse 23.
Okay. Verse 23, and it came to pass when the evil spirit was from God was upon Saul, that David took in heart and played with his hand. So Saul was refreshed and was well.
Go down to 18, verse 10.
This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 18, verse 10. And it came to pass on the morrow that the evil spirit from God came upon Saul, and he prophesied in the midst of the house, and David played with his hand.
So he's yelling in the house. He yelling and going crazy because the evil spirit on him. And David started playing. Go ahead.
And David played with his hand as at other times.
Same thing he did before. Go ahead.
And there was a javelin in Saul's hand. Verse 11. And Saul cast the javelin, for he said, I will smite David, even to the wall with it.
He gonna pin him to the wall with the javelin. Go ahead.
And David avoided out of his presence twice.
He tried to kill him twice with the javelin. He threw the javelin at him twice. You know what I'm saying? That evil spirit was from the Most High. Go to verse 13.
Okay. Therefore Saul removed him from him. This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 18, verse 13. Therefore Saul removed him from him.
So Saul, like, you got to get away from me. Go ahead.
And made him his captain over 8,000.
He made him a captain. Drop down. Go to verse 20.
This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 18, verse 20. And Michal, Saul's daughter, loved David, and they told Saul, and the thing pleased him.
So now Saul's daughter belonged to David. So Saul raised him up, put the oil on him. He gave him his daughter. It was another daughter that he had. I think it's the verse before that. They were supposed to get a David, but she wound up getting married to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Read the verse before that.
Verse 19. But it came to pass at the time when Merab, Saul's daughter, should have been given to David, that she was given unto Adriel, the Maholite to wife.
Now drop down to verse 29.
And Saul was yet the more afraid of David, and Saul became David's enemy continually.
You get the point, right? So it was so much beef because that spirit was on Saul, and Saul never got counsel. Saul tried to fight the spirit with playing the harp.
Right.
That wasn't how he fought it. You know what I'm saying? So now when Paul is named after Saul, got that same evil spirit, he trying to fight that spirit. He trying to fight that evil spirit, which is why it's so heavy. I ain't gonna go too deep, man. It's 8:56. You know what I mean? So, any questions in the chat? It's probably nobody. Probably like one person in there. Shout out to the one person. You know what I'm saying? Me to Wab in the chat. You too wild? Did that answer your question?
Yeah, okay.
Most are crazy. So what is it? What is it? Your question was, how do you know when the Lord take the evil spirit from you? How would you describe it? We read those scriptures.
I would describe it as you falling out of the truth. You start not wanting to be around brothers. You start, you basically become back to the old man.
The spirit, the Lord took his spirit back.
Yeah, you back smoking weed or back
smoking cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? You back doing whatever vile things you was doing, and that stuff feels good to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It soothes your itch. Like Salaki the other day, confession good for the soul. I'ma always say some crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know me. I hadn't ate anything the other day, and I got off of work early. So I came home and I'm like, all right, when I can't make it all the way home, I stop.
Right.
They grab something like a pizza. I get the pizza and it's a beer store there. Grab the brews for later. I get some IPAs. I see the 7s and I see the 8%. Grab the 8%. I'm like, all right, bet. Get home, the door locked. So I'm sitting on the porch. It's like 1:30 p.m. I had just got off of work. Man, I went to work at like 5 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm sitting on the porch, ain't eat nothing all day. Door locked. I called my folks. She sleep. I'm like, all right. I drunk the beer. I was actually reading. I sat on the porch. I read this joint. Drunk the beer. And that joint started giving me like the shakes. I was like, what is in this beer, bro? I went right to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's like when that spirit get in your body. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like it feels so good going down. But once it's there, now you drunk. And it's hard to fight it. You can't get rid of it. Whatever you do is like, I feel bad. I feel terrible. There's nothing I could do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I had a headache. I just had to go to sleep. I wasted the whole rest of my day. You know what I'm saying? So I learned my lesson that day. You know what I'm saying? Just take it easy. Take your time. You know what I'm saying? I was thirsty. I should have just drunk some water. You know what I'm saying? But I drank that beer like it was a soda. It tasted so good. Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? But next thing you know, I was out of the game. You know what I'm saying? They calling me, texting me, emailing me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, I had a rough day. You know what I'm saying? But, just take it easy, man. And when you in that moment, just pick up the phone. Just call somebody because we always here. That's what the brotherhood is for. That's what the sisterhood is for. You know what I'm saying? We love each other to death, and without each other, we wouldn't be nobody. I know I wouldn't. Without y'all, I wouldn't be nobody. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all y'all. Shout out to the one person that's watching the class. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. I think you the only person. You got that phone on your cell phone. What's that? All right. So with that being said, we're gonna pass the class off to priest and officer prophet. I thank you.
I.S.U.K. security announcements. We are the I.S.U.K. Start on 1 West on the 25th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's a 6 month in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is a commandment. Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Means 10th in the Hebrew. YAHUSHUA. 10% of any penny, any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming Holy Convocation
First fruits.
is Feast of First Fruits, which is Sunday, April 20th.
No, you count 50 days after April 20th.
Oh, okay. Okay,
So we
count 50 days from April 20th to June 8th.
That's the day. So we in the Feast of First Fruits right now, but we celebrate it on the 50th day.
Oh, God. Remind Akim and Akwatim to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, and headband and scarf.
That being
With
said,
that, Min Israel Madia, Shabbat, Madia, Barak,
Yahawah, Shem Yahushua, Brakathum.
Yamatai, Sar, basic sisters. Min Israel, we're going to get his sisters a courtesy salute. Min Israel, Madia Shabbat, Madia, Barak, Yahawah, Shema, Taba, Shem Yahushua. Yamatai, class dismissed.